Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kif halukum, apa kabar saya Pandam nikmati hidup seperti kami bertiga. Nama saya Rana Umer.
nama saya Munawar Syed.
nama saya Harun.
आज एक और वीडियो साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। इस वीडियो को टाइटल क्या है भाई मुनव्वर?
Nusantara the new capital of Indonesia is a compliant video created by Kristian Hansen.
लोग और यार संगत करें जी दोस्तों को ये वीडियो अच्छी लगेगी तो लाइक करना, शेयर करना और कमेंट्स करना, इसके साथ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना। वीडियो के आखिर में हम आप सब अपने हाथ का इजहार करेंगे, उस वक्त तक हमारे साथ रहें। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड।
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristian Hansen. In this video, we will be exploring Balikpapan and... Whoa! Are we ready, guys? Yeah! Baru? What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristian Hansen. In this episode, I have left Barabai after an incredible time in Juhu. But today, I'm back on Machan, and actually, right now, we're standing in South Kalimantan. But just 10 meters that way, we have East Kalimantan. Because in this episode, guys, we will be exploring East Kalimantan. Let's get to it, and let's start exploring the 11th province on this channel. Here we go. Anda masuk Kalimantan Timur. The 11th province on this channel. Let's get to it.
I then set foot to Balikpapan, the third largest city in Kalimantan. And with 333 kilometers ahead of me, I flipped the wrist and held on tight and let my motorcycle Machan do the rest of the work. And with nothing but mountains and rivers in my field of view, we safely arrived at the port of Penajam. If you come here as a foreigner, it's rather important that you know a bit of Indonesian, since it's rather rare that the staff speaks English. Worst case, you can always try with some Google Translate. I was then showed to the ticket counter, where the pricing varies based on how many cc your motorcycle is. And as mine is 790cc, I had to pay a total of 70,000 rupiah. And it was then time to bring Machan onto the small ferry. Bringing your motorcycle on a ferry is always a bit exciting, both because it usually involves quite a lot of chatting when people see a motorcycle that size, but also because there's a few things that you should keep in mind when doing so.
Alright, we have made it on board, and the only thing I'm worried about now, as always, you know, we always have to check if the bike can tip over or not. So, Bang, gimana kalau...
Udah aman, nggak ada ombak.
Oh, pelan-pelan, santai ya?
Santai aja.
Oh, okay, jadi enggak. Okay. Alright, so apparently no waves. Now I will take just a few things off, the most valuable things, and then go upstairs. Alright, so I just asked the crew here on the ferry, and they said that it's safe for my things to stay downstairs. Actually, because this short trip to Balikpapan is only 1 hour, then people are allowed to sit in their cars, which they are normally not on a ferry, because then you could go into other people's cars, take other people's stuff. But because it's such a short one, they're allowed to do that, but there are like 10 staff, so yeah, should be okay. Siang. Makan ya? Yeah. That's good. Hey, Pak. Yuk. You can sit inside here as well. So yeah. And best part, I don't think I'm allowed to be out here. Oh, this is where I control the boat. Or probably not me, but the guys, they said that I could, if I wanted to, stand out here and watch over my channel. You know, this is perfect. I can see my bike and I have an awesome view. Amazing. Highly highly doubt that I'm allowed to walk out here, but we're doing it anyway. All right, well guys, the captain just invited us inside, so let's go in and say hi. Oh, that's it. Ah, captain room, yeah? Second captain, yeah? Second captain. Dan Surumudi. Trevor. Siapa namanya lagi? Undung. Chief Engineering. Oh, Chief Engineering. Undung sudah nonton video saya ya? Terima kasih banyak. Sudah subrek. YouTube-nya sudah. Boleh saya coba dulu? Ya? Oh, tinggi sekali.
Mau minum kopi?
Kapten.
Oh, mantap itu.
So we're sailing very, very slowly because they're on a schedule and there is boats going in and out every single hour. So very slow, but it's very sunshine. I can sit here in a nice chair and now coffee. Oh, ini kopi. Yes. Kopi. You know, not too bad. Kopi dulu ya. Terima kasih ya.
Oke, salam-salam.
So the whole crew here, they are actually from Java, from East Java, and they have been working here for like 4 to 8 years. So they work here on the ship for around 2 months, and then they go back to visit their families in East Java for 2 weeks, and then they go back again. So they're happy to work here, but of course they also say they miss their families. So they have been teaching me a bit of Bahasa Java actually, because I told them don't forget to watch my videos, and now they have taught me how to say don't forget in Bahasa Jawa. So guys, nanti nonton video saya ya. Ojo lali yo. You know, this is the kind of experiences you have here in Indonesia if you just go ahead and talk with anyone you meet, you know.
I then had just a quick 10-minute ride from the port to my hotel for the upcoming days. Because after several weeks in low-cost hotels and living in the mountains, I had chosen the exclusive Hotel Swiss Balikpapan. And it was then time to check in, unpack, and unwind after a long day on the road. I had made it to the city of Balikpapan, most famous for its place in the oil and gas history of Indonesia, as oil was first discovered here in Kalimantan in 1897, and it is now home to one of the largest oil refineries in the country. And it was from this city that I had for long been planning a visit to a very special site, not even open to the public yet. Selamat pagi guys, it is my first morning here in Balikpapan, and wow, it is such a beautiful view over the ocean here in the morning as the sun is coming up, glimpsing all over the water. And it's a really nice hotel, this Swiss Bell Hotel. It's quite expensive though, it's 760,000 per night, so definitely by far my most expensive hotel stay in Kalimantan. But right now it's worth it because it has super fast Wi-Fi, it has really good food, it has a very nice room, so I can get all my editing done and then we can continue exploring. So I'm not exactly sure what to be exploring here in Balikpapan yet because, as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of exploring big cities, but let's get out there, let's see what we can find, and yeah, it's gonna be another beautiful day here in Indonesia. Let's do it. But as always, I have to do a bit of video editing first. You normally don't see that I actually spend 5 to 10 days inside of a hotel room for making these videos. So it was nice to have a luxurious setup for once, as that is not always the case when I'm on the road. And pro tip, if you're ever thinking about doing something similar, I would recommend you to bring an SSD to save all your videos and photos on. I use the 4TB version with lightning speed of 2000 megabytes per second for all my storage and editing. And to ensure fast transfers from my camera to the SSD, I use an Extreme Pro 300 megabyte per second SD and a micro SD for my drone and GoPro. And several long days of editing later, I got a fun offer to explore Balikpapan from a different perspective.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you, Mr. Hansen.
Are we ready?
Yes, let's go.
All right, because this morning, guys, he sent me a DM on Instagram and he asked if I wanted to come down to his shop and go on a small tour with him. Very spontaneous, but you know, it's good weather today, so I thought let's go out and yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, we have made it here to D-R-RUE Can-Am. Yeah. Because, guys, today we will be exploring Balikpapan, not just from the roads like usual, but from the water. So, how many years have you had this D-R-RUE business here in Balikpapan, bro?
We've been here for 2 years and we're planning to expand to other cities in Kalimantan. We have around 9 branches in Indonesia and I think you should try the other place.
All right, I will. Thank you so much for inviting me. Yeah. All right, we are ready. pakai hijab ya? Oh, and I will be riding this one. I have no idea how fast it is, but only one way to find out.
But as Ogi first wanted to check that I actually knew how to ride one, he sat with me for a quick test ride. The cool thing about jet skiing in Balikpapan is that you get to ride past the very noticeable oil and gas platforms that dominate the view of the Balikpapan coast.
All right, guys, we are out on the water and we are ready to begin the tour. Are we ready, guys? Yeah! And we are so lucky today, guys, because the water is so calm. Normally, guys say that there's a lot more waves out here, so yeah, it's perfect. Just perfect. Look at all the space we have here, you know? We could have brought sandwiches, cold beers here, easy. This jet ski has 150 horsepower. It has more than matcha. Yeah, not bad.
But as fun as it was, putting the pedal to the metal, I think Ogi and Amma are getting a bit tired of waiting for me, because I couldn't fight my curiosity to stop and chat with all the boat owners we met on our way.
Apa itu? Oh, udang. Oh, udang. Seperti gitu. Shrimp. Gitu. Semangat ya. Panas kan?
Ogi then reminded me that we were burning daylight, so I smoked him.
Well, guys, I didn't even know that. Well, apparently we have made it to IBK. Then I can say, welcome guys to Ibu Kota Nusantara. Awesome.
After passing the newly built Balang Besar Bridge, we were officially inside the mangrove area of the new capital of Indonesia, called Nusantara, something I would explore later on. But here in the mangroves, there is no swimming as there are crocodiles, so we decided to stop for a quick lunch break in the shade.
I'm getting red in my face. So we're making a small stop just to get something to drink. One of my favorite here, Floridina with cocoa, so good. And there's quite a few police officers here that we're talking to. So they just told us that from here to Titik Nol, the very beginning of the construction of Ibu Kota, is still 1.5 hours away. Tapi masih nggak ada rumah ya? Oh, belum. Masih bikin jalan ya? Bangunan lagi. Bisa seperti masuk nanti kalau saya mau ke Ibu Kota bikin sedikit video pakai drone, boleh atau nggak boleh?
Kalau untuk pakai drone kayaknya susah.
Susah ya? Yeah. So it might be a bit difficult, guys, to make some video about the new capital because they're saying that I will need a permission just to get in and make some drone footage, but I guess we'll find out. This is such a fun experience, but it is also super tiring. My head is like so hot because the sun is so strong. Istirahat dulu, and then we will continue.
At this point, I was getting rather nervous that I wouldn't succeed in my attempt to visit the core of the new capital. But Oki gave me some tips and encouraged me to give it a try. So it was time to head back to prepare my attempt the following morning.
So guys, we have had a great little stop here at Ichi. Yeah, just had some snacks, had some Indomie, some good talks. Now it's time to get back to Balikpapan. I have a new video coming up tonight, so I have to make sure everything is ready, but this has been a great trip. But, foto dulu. Foto dulu ya? Oke. Live. Halo, senang kenal, saya Chris. Halo. And this is the fun about riding. You know, you keep such a tight grip, so your hand is like this, you know. But amazing trip. We had nice and slow water in the beginning of the day. We had the waves, great weather. So thank you so much, guys. Yeah. Terima kasih. All right, back to the hotel because it's Santai time. Good job, bro.
Oh, yeah. What a good view, yo.
Selamat pagi, guys. It is another beautiful day here in
Balikpapan.
Staying at Swiss Pearl Hotel. And today we're visiting a very exciting place. We're going to the very beginning of the new capital here in East Kalimantan. So I'm very excited about that. It's been a while since I've been on Macan. It's gonna be good to get back on the road. So let's get to it.
I then had a 100-kilometer ride to get from Balikpapan to the new capital, Nusantara. And riding through Balikpapan city was nice, because Balikpapan was actually awarded the cleanest city in Indonesia for the 5th time here in 2023. But like most other larger cities in Indonesia, it does have its fair share of traffic as well. Except for honking cars, you won't hear that here. But as soon as you get outside of the city, there's no traffic and nothing but green scenery. Just be aware of the monkeys on the road.
Alright guys, we still got around 1 hour left, but I'm making one small stop here because look at this. Corridor Satwa Liar. It's like a wild animal corridor into the new capital, Ibu Kota Negara. And we have pictures of deers, sun bear, and what looks like to be a leopard or a jaguar. But I'm guessing it's probably a tiger. Considering that, I think I might get back on my bike. Yeah, so, but we are definitely heading into Ibu Kota Negara.
Wondering how I would ever get access to enter the new capital, not yet open to visitors, I was suddenly pulled off the road by a local.
Hari.
Hah?
Hari.
Hari?
Hari.
Saya Chris.
Chris.
Asli
ya.
dari sini loh?
Asli sini.
Oke, oke.
Aku sering lihat YouTube.
Terima kasih.
Ini ke rumah saya sebentar. Saya simpen-simpen barang, baru kita ke sana.
Oke, kami ketemu di pom bensin ya.
Ya, itu bengkel dulu.
Oh, siap bro. Okay. So guys, I just met here with Hari. He was following me on his bike and he pulled me to the side. And you know, when someone wants to bring me to the side, I'm always a little bit nervous, you know, what do they want? Harry asked me if he should escort me to the Titik Nol and if I wanted to go to the place where the president visited last week. So I said, of course, yeah. So now he's going back to close his shop so he can join me on the rest of the trip. Such a nice guy. But first we have to get some benzene and then we will meet Harry there at the pom bensin. This is Indonesian people at its best, you know. Okay guys, I've now met up with Ari. Hey bro. Ari is from here in Sepaku. Sepaku, yeah? So we are actually already inside of the new capital. So now we're gonna go to Titik Nol, the very beginning of the new capital. So let's get to it.
And with Ari now guiding me, we set course for the center of the capital, as I was hoping to be able to spot the presidential palace. And on our way there, it was clear to see that the construction had begun all around in the new capital. But now the moment of truth had arrived, because Ari had told me he could get me inside, but that it would require a bit of chit-chatting, some bromance, and a good amount of luck.
Hai.
Aku ikut follow kamu.
Terima kasih Bu, thank you. Selamat siang guys.
And after that warm welcome, I was not optimistic anymore. I did the best possible man flirting I could, and we talked for a good 30 minutes, until they eventually said, "You can go in, but you only have 10 minutes. So it was pedal to the metal time. With Ali leading the way up, we continued up the dirt roads, with the dark clouds roaming above us. But my idea was this: 10 minutes is way better than 5 minutes, so we had to try.
Alright guys, we made it here to Nol. And it's right down there. So Titik Nol here is actually the very beginning of the whole project of building this new capital. It was inaugurated by President Jokowi last year, and actually they brought water and soil from all other 33 provinces around the country and brought them here. And they did a big ceremony, because back then there were only 34 provinces. But today now with the new provinces in Papua, there's actually 37 or 38. So, hello! Wow, it is busy here today.
Guys, mau ikut foto dong.
Yeah. Okay, boleh.
Yeah. Share with you. Okay.
Okay.
I follow you.
Alright guys, we made it here to Titik Nol, Nusantara, the very beginning of the new capital of Indonesia. And it's quite busy. There's quite a lot of people down here today taking pictures, so I won't have time to do a lot of video clips down here because everyone is so excited to take photos. So, but it is truly an honor to be here. This really is a big part of Indonesian history in this place right here. Selamat datang nih! Just came up to the big tent here that's in front of Titik Nol Nusantara, and we were actually just gonna go back, but then they invited us in, all the people here, and asked us if we wanted some food. So makan dulu ya bro. Makan apa?
Bebek.
Bebek. Oh bebek, enak sekali. Mas Santoro. Oh ada kue juga. Alright, time to eat, socialize a bit before we go back.
It was unreal how lucky we had gotten. Because after a bit of makan bersama, the staff has told us we could stay a bit longer. So we were now riding through what will one day be the very center of Nusantara. So with great excitement, definitely being the first from my country to ever visit the new capital of Indonesia, we headed up the hill. Because Ari he knew a great place for the best possible view.
Alright guys, so we made it up here to the top of Ibu Kota Nusantara, and the view is just, it's breathtaking, you know, it's so vast, it's so green here, and you can truly imagine how it's going to look like once the capital is complete. They're saying that they want to make it like a very natural, foresty kind of capital. They want to maintain the nature here, they want to take good care of the environment, so I'm very excited to see how that plays out. I truly hope
that after President Jacoby leaves, then the next president will take over this project and fight as hard for it as our current president has. So yeah, very excited for the future. I'm just so grateful that I get to be here to see it like this, so I can later also see it once it's complete. But they're estimating it's going to take another 15 to 20 years before the capital is complete, so it's going to be a while. And according to Jacoby, the project is currently 11% finished, but as you can see, there's still a long way to go. I don't think they have to worry so much about how fast they can get it finished, but more like to make it as good as possible, but also to take care of the people already living in these areas to make sure they get their part of the capital as well. So yeah, exciting times. So cool. So it's in these small cottages that Jacoby he stayed the other day. One of the things that they're trying to focus on with the new capital as well is making a lot of eco tourism spots, and you can clearly see that this is going to be one of them. It's very nice. It's just inside of the forest. Only thing you can hear is the birds. The guys talking, of course, but check it out.
But as we had surely overstayed our firstly agreed 10 minutes, I did get slightly worried when a police patrol suddenly rolled up.
Hari di Balikpapan, hari di sini.
Oh, okay.
2 days in here.
Okay.
But as always in Indonesia, I had absolutely nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah, Istana Negara. Wow. House White.
Yeah,
House
White House.
White House. Terbalik-balik lagi.
House White.
Never mind, yes. Okay. I am studying English.
Nanti saya edit.
Yeah. I am studying English.
Ya, semangat Pak. Oke. Oh, itu bagus. Mungkin nanti saya mau beli rumah di sana ya, dekat Presiden boleh?
Oh.
Jadi
maybe.
Jadi
And no.
setiap pagi saya bisa bilang, oh, kopi dan Pak Jokowi. Selamat pagi Pak.
Ya.
Kopi dulu. Dia bilang,
Good morning gitu ya.
Mas Kris, selamat pagi.
Ngerti juga ya bahasanya Pak Jokowi.
Guys, this has been a fantastic
Yeah.
experience today.
Right, bro,
And
you're right.
none of this would have been possible without Ari. Bro, terima kasih banyak. Ya. Kalau kami tidak ketemu, saya tidak bisa ke sini. Jadi, terima kasih ya. Guys, thumbs up for Ari. Oke, bro. Lanjut.
It had been some incredible days in Balikpapan and an unreal visit to the new capital of Indonesia as I passed by the upcoming White House on our way out. And for my final day in Balikpapan, I did a coffee meetup with some of my YouTube subscribers from the area. And that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one as I continue my journey from Sabah to Merauke.
गाइस वीडियो का बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आया। इंडिया से अलग अलग जगह का जायज़ा लिया, बहुत अच्छी उन्होंने चीज़ें बताई हैं और उन्होंने ऐसी राइडिंग किया, वो समुद्र के ऊपर भी बहुत अच्छी चीज़ थी और बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आया वीडियो का। आपको भी मज़ा आया।
ऐसे ही है कि भाई ने बहुत ही अच्छी वीडियो क्रिएट की है और दारुल हुकूमत का जो विजिट करवाया इसने जो ड्रोन का जो वो बहुत ही कमाल का था यार, मज़ा आया देख के।
तो वाकई इसमें कोई शक नहीं है, इंडोनेशिया एक बहुत ज़्यादा खूबसूरत कंट्री है। आज हमें भाई ने बहुत ही ज़्यादा खूबसूरत प्लेस दिखाए हैं जो देख कर हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा। जब प्रेसिडेंट जोकोवी ने ऑस्ट्रेलिया का इफ्तार किया, वो भी भाई ने उस बारे में बताया, देख कर यार बहुत खुशी और अच्छी वीडियो शूट की है। कमाल की वीडियो थी, हमने इंजॉय की, होप कि आप लोगों ने भी इंजॉय किया होगा। अगर आपको हमारी आज की वीडियो अच्छी लगी, इस वीडियो को लाइक करना, शेयर करना, कमेंट्स करना, इसके साथ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना, साथ ही लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन उसको भी फॉलो करें। तो मिलते हैं इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीडियो पे। टेक केयर एंड अल्लाह हाफिज़।